on your calendar.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll see Evan Ingram got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Jaguars and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Finding space at the 40.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence face coming out of college, but the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 20 carries, 75 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by Travis Etienne touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 119 yards, and the score.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down.
execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw again on second down. Lawrence, screenplay, here's ETN. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Cyber up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On play action, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And past the 35. A yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle. He's got Chenault. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
Even against double coverage, he's got enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Throwing his car on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another 3 and out here. At some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Lawrence will throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Seibert's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there. And
finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr dancing to his left. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Carr again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Carr. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. hits Adams complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Can't take him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On play action, now Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Slant to Adams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. That's good for 28 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw his car. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start things here with a handoff to White. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 66 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr buying time to his left. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in 4 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. On the move to his left. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 9-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 150 left in the football game. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, we figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we're not covering.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to the 3rd.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold.